Greetings, 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 my sports to the bone people. Back at it again with another video. Thank you all for tuning in. So, as we continue to prepare for the first test between West Indies and Australia, I just wanted to take a little time out to send a shout out to the West Indies women. Yes, things have been going really tough for us in the last few months, but the ladies were able to secure victory in their third and final T20 against South Africa yesterday, therefore winning that series 2-1. So we're going to talk about the ladies. Plus, we're going to be taking a look at our senior pacer, Alzarri Joseph. Yes, my people. According to Joseph, he's driven and determined to deliver for West Indies. So we're going to be taking a look at that article. So just give a listening ear until the end and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Also, remember to hit that subscribe button if you have not yet subscribed to the channel. All right, let's take a look at Alzarri Joseph first. So I am on the West Indies official website, and the headline says, Alzarri Joseph, driven, determined, and relishing the opportunity of delivering for West Indies in his favorite format. So that's the headline. Let's go straight down into some quotes from Alzarri Joseph. So this is Joseph now, and I quote, I am all about winning. I like winning. I always try to put my team in a winning position. It is always good to challenge yourself against the best of the best, because it is good to compete against the best of the best and know that you can beat them. Alzarri went on to say, balancing all three formats is tough. The games come quick and fast for us. The management and medical teams are trying their best to rotate me as much as they can and try to manage my body to take me as deep as they can. He went on to say, if you look at the direction of the game right now, test match cricket is taking on a lot more of the characteristics of ODI cricket, especially when you look at the strike rates of the batters, the scores, and how fast they are getting there. Even in T20s and ODIs, especially during the power plays, you often rely on test match skills like hitting that 6 to 8 meter length, so all the skills really come into play across formats. End quote. Well, Alzarri, I wouldn't mind if you could convince some of the T20 specialists that, playing some red ball cricket would help them. Anyway, Alzarri goes on to say, and I quote, I enjoy challenge. My first love is always going to be test cricket. I am going to see how long I can play for and how many matches before my body tells me to stop. But test cricket is my first love. He goes on to say, it's quite the opposite, honestly. He was asked about, a couple of things as it relates to, his personality off the pitch. We know how he is on the pitch, right? Man looks aggressive and always ready to go. So he was asked about how is he off the pitch. So this is him now, and I quote, it's quite the opposite, honestly. Off the field, I am more to myself. More a person who is going to be inside, watching TV, being on the phone with my family, playing video games now and then, and spending some time on the golf course. Outside of that, not much fire. Just enjoy life as much as possible. End quote for now. I have heard this before, my people. I have heard that off the field, he's very calm and very easygoing. A guy that is extremely polite. I have heard this from good source, right? That is very chill off the field. He goes on to say, I wanted to be a pilot. He was talking about, other dreams, right? He said, I wanted to be a pilot when I was going to primary school, but when I started playing football, But then I started playing football. But my true love was with cricket. I mean, most of us in primary school, whenever they ask us what we want to become, we always want to become pilots, right? He went on to say, initially, I don't think I want to get into coaching. He was asked about, what you want to do after. He said, initially, I don't think I want to get into coaching. I want to spend time at home, spend more time with my children. And if I get into coaching, it is unlikely that I will be able to do so, right? He said, and then if I get into coaching, but it is unlikely that I will be able to do so. Right. He went on to say it takes hard work. Right. He was asked about, having a long career and playing like this across formats. This is him now, and I quote: it takes hard work, takes a lot of discipline. You must invest in yourself. You can't wait for coaches or teammates to train. You must put in the hard work even when everyone else is sleeping and no one is watching. You just put in the work. He said, at the end of the day, you want to benefit yourself and become a better player. End quote. So that is Alzarri Joseph there, my viewers and subscribers, talking about his dedication to the game and how he wants to play for as long as possible. So shout out to Alzarri Joseph, and we're looking forward to him as a senior player, putting that ball up and challenging those batsmen, pulling them on the front foot, challenging them to drive the ball and to play some shots, right? So that is Alzarri. Now, just before we go, let's talk a little bit about the West Indies women. So yesterday, the West Indies women went up against South Africa women, third and final game of their T20 series. And the West Indies women were able to secure victory by 6 wickets, right? South Africa women batting first, 147 for 6, right? In terms of the bowling for the West Indies women, we saw Fletcher, Ramarak, both ladies picking up 2. Hector and Matthews picked up 1 wicket each, right? For South Africa, Smith got 59 from 38, right? She was the pick of the batters. And when it was time for us to bat, of course, Hayley Matthews, 65 from 50, and she was supported by Shemaine Campbell, who got 42 from 38. Chinelle Henry was left not out on 20. So those were the main contributors for the West Indies women as they secured victory in 18.3 overs. So congratulations to the West Indies women, and we look forward to them continuing to do their thing. Gonna leave this one right here for now. Big up.